white screen with the logo of the Pełni Kultury Foundation, a white screen with the logo of 3Dling and a caption, Multisensory UNESCO 5. Digitalization of the cultural heritage of the sanctuary of Kalwaria Zebrzydowska. An animation showing the results of laser scanning and photographies. These are the tools used to accurately render shapes and sizes of the buildings. The monastic choir in the Our Lady of the Angels Basilica in Kalwaria Zebrzydowska, a room located behind the main altar. It is used by the monastic priests for prayers and services without the participation of the lay faithful. This picture is a grid model with realistic texture. The model renders the surface through a grid of triangles, preserving the real look of the object. The vault of the choir is covered by a massive painting of Virgin Mary with infant Jesus. Virgin Mary has dark hair. She is dressed in a blue cloak and a pink gown. She is surrounded by 2 monks, the elderly, women, and a child. We are moving around the monastic choir with wooden stalls, or richly decorated benches. The backs of the benches in the first row are made using the technique of intarsia. This consists of creating patterns by combining wooden elements in various shapes of brown. The backs of the second row of benches are decorated with several dozens of reliefs, depicting scenes from the life of Jesus and Mary. The retable occupies almost the entire eastern wall of the room. It was made of polychrome, or painted black wood. It is gilded. It is crowned by a carved white dove surrounded by rays. At its center, there is a wooden sculpture of the crucified Christ that is several meters high. Behind the figure of Christ is a bas-relief made of silver sheet metal. An outside view of the basilica, a vertical section of the so-called cutting plane through the colorful cloud of dots. This means that the interior of the church is shown, as if a side wall was cut off. The process unfolds gradually. The building slowly disappears, from the west wall up to the retable in the monastery choir. In this way, meter by meter, the interior of the church is revealed. An outside view of the basilica, a vertical section of the cutting plane through a colorful cloud of dots. The building gradually disappears from its southern part up to the choir. The outer walls of the building, the lateral chapels with furnishings fade away. The north wall of the choir is now revealed. A wooden canopy, supported by columns, is placed over the benches. This canopy forms the floor of the gallery surrounding the choir. An outside view of the basilica, a vertical section with a cutting plane. The church wanes from its roof to the height of several meters above its floor. A bird's-eye view of the altar is shown, monastic choir, central nave, chapels. Orthophoto plans of the monastic choir. Orthophoto plan is a photographic plan of a spatial solid on a flat surface. It is surrounded by a linear scale in meters. The documentation of the choir is made on a scale of 1 to 50. 6 orthophoto plans are included in the animation: ceiling, west wall, floor, north wall, south wall, and east wall. Orthophoto plans are characterized by the faithful reproduction of reality, in particular details and colors. Orthophoto plans are widely used for the documentation of historical monuments. They serve architects, conservators, and planners. A white screen with the title Producer and a logo of the Pełni Kultury Foundation. Partners Zurich Foundation, Bernardine Monastery in Kalwaria Zebrzydowska. The Stanisław Staszic AGH University of Science and Technology in Krakow, 3Dling, Krakow. A white screen with captions. This material was produced as part of the project Multisensory UNESCO 5, Digitization of the Cultural Heritage of the Sanctuary in Kalwaria Zebrzydowska, funded by the Ministry of Culture and National Heritage from the Fund for the Promotion of Culture, State Purpose Fund. A white screen with captions. Audio description by Franik, Regina Mynarska, and Adrian Wyka. Simulations of building acoustics, Paweł Małecki, Ph.D., Doctor of Science, Engineering, Professor AGH, University of Science and Technology in Krakow. Read by Josh Schold.